I was looking around for an income disclosure statement, if you know what that is.
Yeah, you're not going to find one because FFL doesn't pay us. The carriers pay us directly.
I noticed a company called PHP Agency.
That's because PHP pays the agent directly.
Prime America gives an income disclosure statement.
Because Primerica pays the agents directly.
I also looked around and there was a lawsuit out of Oklahoma, a gentleman named Christopher Coyle that was an agent for you. And he's actually suing you all for violating business opportunity law of Oklahoma. And he's doing it specifically because the Business Opportunity Act, which requires an income disclosure statement.
Okay.
If you look at the lawsuit, which is online, he says that you guys have been told by the Federal Trade Commission that you are a business opportunity. And there's actually a do not call lawsuit that he mentions called Suscrum versus Family First Life, where you guys state in English that you're a business opportunity, which is a little bit unusual because when we spoke a few weeks ago, you said, hey, invest $500 to $800 in leads and I should times my money by 10, which is really the definition of a business opportunity.
So I'm going to be honest with you. This doesn't sound as a good fit for you. If you're trying to figure out all of the things that are wrong with FFL, I don't think this is a good fit for you. Have a good day, okay?
Okay, are you aware that it's 10 years in jail if you don't? She hung up. Here's the scoop. These people know they're breaking the law. They have told the court that they're a business opportunity in a lawsuit as per Christopher Coyle. They've also were told by the Federal Trade Commission that they're a business opportunity. Christopher Coyle went to court after being sued to recoup his bad debt that rolled up to his upline. It was close to $14,000. Since he cited this law, the Family First Life lawyer told him, hey, let's end the case. You don't have to pay back. We'll all be friends. Let's go on our merry way. Christopher said, hey, no, you guys scammed me. I want to have my day in court. Kaylee Somerville, she knew what the Business Opportunity Act was. She says they don't have to comply for such and such a reason, but that's just false. That's completely false. This company is going to be smacked by the court system. It's 10 years in jail if any state attorney general wants to enforce the law. Kaylee Somerville, she's liable as well. My research indicates virtually no one makes money. If they complied with the law, no one would join this company. No one would be buying their leads. But they don't comply with the law. Push comes to shove. If it ever goes to court, they're going to admit that they should be complying with the law. They've already done that in a federal court case. They've been told by the Federal Trade Commission. If any victim is out there that have spent a penny of their money or a minute of their time on this fraud, please cite the law, inform your state attorney general, Department of Securities in specific, and get made whole by these fraudsters. When you say in such a cavalier manner that the average person is 10 times their money on their investment, it's complete fraud. It's complete bogus. It's the equivalent of robbing someone's house. They know they're robbing someone's house, and they're looking specifically for people in their early 20s that are not very educated to rob. This is robbery that these people are doing. Hi, Kelly. My name's David. I was given your number. It was a couple years ago. A coworker of mine worked for a company. We worked in a call center together, and he told me about Family First Life. This must be going back 2 or 3 years ago. Are you still with Family First Life?
I am.
Excellent. I was about to go to their convention. This coworker in a call center was saying, hey, great opportunity. And his name is Christopher Wexler, if that rings a bell. He gave me your number.
I don't know that name, but okay. You know what's crazy? This is the second call I got like this today.
Are you kidding
like,
me?
Literally.
Oh, man.
I'm so serious. Somebody else, like 2 years ago, he reached out to me today and was like, I'm ready to get started.
I've been working. I remember watching your videos 2 years ago. And I was real excited. I went on the job sites and I really didn't see any ads for Family First Life.
Okay.
Like whatsoever. I was looking around for the ads. I was click. The ads don't exist anymore. Any particular reason why they're not advertising anymore?
You talking about as far as like on like Monster or Indeed or something like that?
Right.
Because I think what really happened is a lot of people, when we advertise there, a lot of people are thinking it's a job versus an opportunity to do insurance. I know I was doing it and then I stopped because of that, because a lot of people are just like, oh, I thought this was a job. I thought it was a salary, and that would, this is the opportunity to be able to have your own business.
But I do recall you. I was pretty impressed. I saw that you were renting out football stadiums, or what was it, a baseball stadium?
No, I did speak at the last company convention, and it was at a baseball stadium. The Miami, I don't know, I'm not baseball or not a sports lady, but
You're into golf. I can tell you're into golf. You don't have to tell me.
No, I'm not into it. But the convention, so the convention was at the Miami, whatever the baseball stadium is in Miami. The Marlins? Yeah, the Miami Marlins Stadium. So I was one of the speakers at the company convention.
So you must be pretty high up the totem pole.
I'm pretty, yeah, I guess so. I guess you want to say that.
Like, I'm working at a call center. You know what wages are in America.
Sure.
You hardly make a living. And I guess your system is pretty easy. How do I get started?
If you could send me a text, I just need a little bit of information from you, and then I can put you in our system so that you can start the course. So, you have to take the pre-licensing class. What's your name again?
My first name is David. I'm in Florida.
Hi, David. Okay. So you have to take the pre-licensing course for Florida, and then once you finish the course, then you have to take the state exam, and then you apply for your license.
I see. So that's all it is.
Yep.
I do recall the incomes that were posted, what these people were telling me, and I saw the videos. Like, what is like, I'm at this call center. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
They hire a lot of people, but I'm consistently in the top 5%. So I'm pretty good at it. I'm in the retention department at T-Mobile because I have an idea of what it takes to be good at this type of job. But I don't want to say, hey, what does the top 5% make? Because that would be a little bit speculative. What are like the real numbers?
So the average agent in FFL makes $116,000 a year.
That comes out to just about $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good average salary. So based on those numbers, you have to be one of the fastest growing, or if not by far the fastest growing life insurance.
We are.
You're real fast growing. So you're going to be in football stadiums, like large football stadiums instead of
Probably. Small. I mean, we're the number one IMO for Mutual Omaha. There's a bunch. I can't think of all of them, but like we as small as FFL is now, we are. Let's just use Mutual Omaha for example. We've been the number one writer for Mutual Omaha for like the last 3 or 4 years. Out of all of the companies in the country, FFL is the number one. We write more business with Mutual Omaha than any other company does.
I don't think I would be average. So let's say you're in the top 10%. Realistically, I know in the sales game, if the average is 116, the top 10%.
I don't know. That I don't know. I can tell you that my first year I made 165, and I've been with FFL for a total of 4 years. And the last 3 years I've made over $400,000.
And so you're in the top 5 or 10% yourself, I would imagine.
I am.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
And then, I have agents on my team part-time making over $100,000 part-time. I use that a full-time. I have agents making $200,000-$300,000 a year. It's all, and I'm sorry, I'm eating. It's all, whatever your work ethic will pay you, whatever you're worth.
What type of money would I have to invest to get started?
So you got to get your license, right? But you do have to get your Florida license. I can tell you how much it costs. And you know what else is funny, David? Before I did insurance, I managed call centers for 22 years.
I see. So you have the skill set similar to what I have the skill set. So that's probably a skill set that works.
Yeah, because you know how to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? Like you understand about like all of those things that they teach you in a call center. You come into this already knowing those basics. Well, that was my career before insurance was call centers. Exam fee is only $44,
which is nothing compared to $10,000 a month.
The license, once you pass the exam, like I said, you have to get your license. The license is $50, which is still nothing. And then you got to get fingerprinted in Florida. Fingerprints are another $50.75. About $150 to get your license.
But that's nothing. I do recall that you guys have a lot of exclusive, I believe they called them instant internet leads for a really low price. I do
Yeah, we have plenty of leads. Yep.
Plenty of leads. $11 for instant internet leads?
We have cheaper than that. Like we have in our organization, you can get it set up where you can buy instant Facebook leads, and they end up then they're exclusive to you. They're not generated by the company, they're generated by our hierarchy. So when they come in, they're your leads, and those are averaging about $5 a week.
And those are exclusive leads from Facebook for $5. Is that coming from
from my hierarchy?
From your organization, from Family First Life? Is that called Family First Life?
Within Family First Life, there's different agencies. I have an agency, but then I'm a part of a bigger agency. The bigger agency that I'm a part of is called FFL National. And so FFL National, they're the ones who generate the lead for us, and then you can buy them
for $5.
Because what the difference is, you're buying them at cost. You're not buying them, because a lot of times you go to get a Facebook lead, David, from somebody, like there's a company called Game Time. Game Time is $25 for the same quality, the same stuff that we're doing, but they're obviously charging more because they're trying to make a profit. We're selling them to you at cost. We're not trying to make a profit. We just want to get you leads.
And who's the head of Family First Life National?
Frankie FEMA.
I've seen different commission levels. What commission level do you start at?
So if you're unlicensed, we're starting you at an 80%. There is a way that you can get up to a 90% in your first 30 days without going through the regular process of what you would have to do normally to get to a 90% commission.
How do you get to a 90% commission right from the get-go?
In your first 30 days? Hold on. You got a lot of questions, David.
I work, and if you're not making money to pay your bills, you're always thinking of, like, what am I doing wrong?
But they're great questions. Hold on, let me find a little flyer, and I can send this to you as well. In your first 30 days, you get one recruit, or 30 days after you get your license, right? One recruit or your first policy will promote you to 85% commission. And if you do 3 recruits or 5,000 in your first month, we'll promote you to a 90%.
A recruit means they've passed their test?
Just you got somebody that you put in the system, somebody just like you. You bring them
just
in.
Just a call? Just to make a call to you? Or they physically have to become a licensed insurance agent?
They don't have to be licensed, but we got to put them in a system to become a licensed agent.
They just have to go through the process as if they're going to.
Yeah.
That's all it is?
And we'll bump your commission, yeah.
How about the whole deal about buying leads? Like, what am I expected to purchase in leads, let's say, on a weekly basis?
So that's going to really depend on the type of leads that you want to buy. So I would say a general, like a basic number is, if you're part-time, between 300 to 500.
I would do it full-time.
Full-time, you're going to need to spend between about 500 and 800 a week to make it really make sense.
And I give my credit card to you guys?
You talking about if you wanted to purchase those leads that I was talking about?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to give me the credit. You're going to it's a process. It's like there's some paperwork that you have to fill out. So this is my managers. They take care of all that stuff.
I guess it goes into a CRM and I input the credit card there. As a general rule, this is not scientific. Let's say you do $800. I guess a round number is 500. What's the general factor of the profit that one gets afterwards?
The amount of money that you spend on leads should translate into 10 times that amount that you've written in premium. So if you buy 500 in leads, you should be able to write $5,000 in production, which would probably pay you about $3,500.
Oh, because I'm at a lower commission. Is it any way to just, since I have a lot of experience in this business, and you could see I speak pretty clear, is there any way to just start me at 100? Because I like even numbers.
Well, I start my licensed agents at 90, so I can't start you higher than a licensed agent.
I see. So the highest you could go is 90?
Yeah, so somebody who's licensed. I'll tell you, you bring 3 people with you, I can start you at a 90. But I'm not going to start you at a 90 just because you say...
Because I speak clear English. That's not enough.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay, that's
you
cool.
sound like you're going to be great, but I got to spend time and energy getting you trained, David, and up to speed. I got to get paid, too.
Is it 90% on all the companies or just particular companies? The commission level?
Good question. So it could be a little bit less depending on the product. So like if you had a client and they needed something that has that's guaranteed, for example, we would sell a guaranteed issue product to somebody who has HIV. Because there are serious health risks to the insurance company, the insurance company is not going to pay you at 80%. They're going to pay you a little bit less because they don't want to lose any money.
I see. So it's really just a number of a grid. It's not really the commission level for every product.
Correct. But I continue to see a commission by product.
I'd like to get started. So if you invest $1,000 a week in leads, it's not unexpected to make multiples of that.
Absolutely not. I mean, of course, you got to get to work.
It is work.
That's the key, because a lot of people come here and they want to just kill it and they don't want to put any time or effort into it. It doesn't work that way. You got to work.
Based on those numbers that you're telling me, I would not be surprised that whatever number of agents you had 2 years ago, it's probably double that amount today. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, in the last 4 years, we've recruited over 1,000 licensed agents.
Oh, you personally, or you're...
No, not me. Hell no. Between me and my agency, we recruit over 1,000 agents.
What's the name of your agency?
I'm FFL Fury.
Siri, as in Siri says?
Fury.
Oh, Fury.
We mad.
Fury.
Yeah.
So you've recruited 1,000 agents. I would say the majority of those people are still there, if that's the case.
No, the average. So only 8% of people make it through their first year in life insurance.
So where do you come up with that average of $116,000 a year?
That's the average salary of a life insurance agent in FFL. It's $116,000. But most people are not going to even stay for a year.
But the people that do stick around, that's what their average is.
They make great money.
Mm-hmm. I see. Why would anyone not stick around if they're making $110,000?
You can't make $110,000 or $100 in anything if you're not willing to go to work.
Really?
Everybody's not willing to work, David.
I get
Everybody's not willing to work. Everybody's not willing to take rejection. You know from working in the call center, and I know too, people on the phone, they can be complete assholes. A lot of people just don't They don't want to go through the no. They don't want to go through the rejection. They don't want to go through the hard stuff to get to the money. The way we get paid, because this is not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy.
I'm going to send you an SMS with my email. Let's get forward ASAP, and we'll go forward.
All right, I'm going to send you the information that I need to be able to put you in the system. And then I'm also going to send you a link to Discord, which is our group chat. That's what we use to chat. Any kind of trainings or anything like that, that's going to be posted in Discord.
I'm pretty sure you were using Facebook a couple of years ago. What happened to Facebook?
We still have Facebook, but as far as my team is concerned, I mean, listen, if you talked to me 2 years ago, a lot has changed.
What has changed?
I've been in it, so I can't tell you, but that's an example. We use Facebook at one point. We use Telegram. Like, we've used probably 3 or 4 different group chats over the last 2 years.
But Discord is the way to go now.
We're using Discord now.
Okay, we're cool. Kaylee, so I do appreciate that. We'll definitely get the ball rolling on this because I need to make money.
Perfect. Let's go.
I'll see you then.
All right. Bye-bye.
This woman, her name is Kaylee Somerville of Maryland. Complete fraudster. Her spouting these numbers of $116,000. Average income is complete bogus. She says, point blank, invest money in leads. You get a factor of 10. She's breaking the law. You've got the business opportunity sales law of Florida and multiple other states that have the identical law. Called her up saying, I'm from Florida, so she would have to abide by the laws of Florida. 10 years in jail. For the most part, the victims get triple damages, including time and effort, average income in America being $5,000 a month, just major damages. She is lying. There's no way in heck that the average income is $116,000. If you look at their sister company, which is called PHP Agency, which does disclose, according to the business opportunity laws of the various states, the income disclosure, 77% of the people lose money. Less than 1% or some minuscule amount is making more than $100,000 a year. It's on the anti-MLM forum of Reddit, where they show the income disclosure of that company, which is the sister company, Fellow Integrity Marketing Company. And it's 1% or so make over $100,000, not including expenses. And you know, based on that conversation with Miss Somerville, that the expenses can be very high. According to the law, these people have to income disclose, they have to register, they have to comply with the business opportunity law, and they're not. If she told the real numbers, there's no way in heck they would get recruit. Towards the end of the conversation, you did notice she said 8% stick around or so, but most people won't ask that. They're just stuck in their head the $116,000 average income, which is a complete lie. I'm not sure if Kaylee's going to be spending 10 years in jail. Definitely the people in charge should be. If anyone is a recruit from Kaylee Somerville or the upline team that she mentioned, I believe it was called Fury, then the people above her, you've got an exhibit to claim, according to the business opportunity laws in your state, that these people are not adhering to. Complete fraud. She's making up numbers. There's no such thing as $5 exclusive internet lead. You've got that lawsuit by Greg Birch, the class action about lead fraud. If you invest money on Facebook leads and you do it yourself, where you know it's only going to you, you know it's going to cost you more than $5. These people are just making up stuff. That's all they're doing, is making up stuff to jack people in the system to get you to spend the $1,000 before you go on your merry way.